we could sit here and just spill tea all day long. We could do that because it's close to Christmas. Half of you people are in your kitchen in your pajamas baking. Let's be real. The other half are you are like Clark Griswold and National Lampoon's Family Christmas, where you're like, Merry Christmas, blank you, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Half of you are in that mode. Come on. Let's talk about this situation with the Oregon governor, shall we? Kate Brown. I have to say, out of all of the Kates I've ever met, I've only liked one. Yeah. Only liked one. Oregon Governor Kate Brown announced that she's commuting the sentences of all of the state's 17 death row inmates, saying that they're going to be changed to life in prison without the possibility of parole. I'm like, isn't that still kind of a death sentence, though? Right? I mean, it's still kind of a death sentence. Anyway, she has like less than a month in office. So she said that she was using her executive clemency powers to commute the sentences and that her order will take effect on Wednesday. She says she's long believed that justice is not advanced by taking life. States should not be in the business of executing people, etc., etc. Well, I just love how she just throws away all the precedents of these citizen juries that have come to these decisions about the conclusion of these criminals. I mean, nothing says I respect law and order like throwing out citizen jury the decisions that they reach. And that's exactly what she did. There have been a lot of people who have just been outraged over this. They're saying it's a lack of responsible judgment. She welcomed zero input from any Oregonians in the legislature. It's just more choosing criminals over their victims. What is the fetish that the Soviet left has with criminality? She granted clemency to 1,000 people convicted of crimes during the pandemic. There were a lot, and there were people who sued her to stop this. She says death penalty is immoral. Actually, it's not. I mean, it really isn't. When someone chooses to commit a crime so heinous that capital punishment and chooses of their own will, I always get aggravated when I hear people try to compare, well, how can you be pro-life and pro-capital punishment? How in the world can you compare a baby to a fully grown and capable adult who willfully chooses to commit such an action for which they know the penalty, if caught, could be capital punishment? You moron. How can you make that? I'm really hostile to that incredibly ridiculous comparison. I mean, I just would rather people say, well, no, I just oppose the death penalty. I'd rather they do that than act like there's any kind of hypocrisy between those two things, which there isn't. So she's, I don't know, less than a month left. She's out. But I feel also bad for like a lot of the victims' families here. A lot of the victims' families. So the victims get to pay for them for the rest of their lives. Great justice there, Kate Brown. Good grief.